for the continuation of our topic dealing with the definition of research, we will now try to discuss the third term that can define the word research, which is the word answers. Okay, whenever we say answers, this give the solution to the problem. As simple as that. The answers are the solution to the problem, and it is the main goal of research. At the end of all research. Meaning to say, we conduct research to seek for answers or solutions to the problem. And it is the indicator that your research is successful. Meaning to say, if you got your answers to your existing problem, whether if it is accepted or not, it will indicate that your research was successful. Okay. However, your answers have the greatest downfall. And what is that? Not all answers are correct. So, whenever you got your answer, don't be complacent that it is always right or it is always accepted, it is always correct. However, you can determine if your answer is correct using these two criteria. So these are the two criteria to show that your answers are correct. Number one, the validity. And number two, the reliability. These two factors will tell if your answers are correct. So, what do we mean by the word validity? Okay? When we say validity, it is the accuracy. And when we say accuracy, it is the level of correctness. Level of correctness that mentions, or let's say that leads to truthfulness. Meaning to say, your data is not it is not invented. It is not, it is not cooked just within your imagination. Meaning to say, it must be accurate, it must be correct, and it must mention truthfulness. So, that is the first vital or the first crucial criteria in determining if your answer is correct. Next one is reliability. When we say reliability, there is a consistency. Okay, there is a presence of consistency and preciseness. Okay? A presence of consistency and preciseness on your data. Okay? So meaning to say, your results must have the right amount or the right level of correctness. It must have the accuracy and it must have consistency. And how do we measure consistency? We measure consistency through what we call the trials. Okay? And trials is synonymous to the word repetition. Okay? So that is how we can measure the consistency of a data. Now, however, not all reliable data is valid, and not all valid data is reliable. Okay? So let us try to differentiate, or let us try to discover what do we mean by not all valid is reliable and not all reliable is valid. Okay? So let's say we have this certain set of scores. So let's say we have 10, 15, 23, 28, 30, 39, 45, 52, 65, and 28. So these are the results, the set of scores. Okay? Let's say that the set of scores is the result of an ongoing experiment. And let us say that the expected true value of the average of these scores is 33.5. Okay? This is the expected true value of the average. Now, if we try to compute the average of these scores, do you think it will result to this particular number? Okay? So let's try to compute. Okay, so upon computing the set of scores, okay, 10 plus 15, so 10 plus 15 plus 23 plus 28 plus 30 plus 39 plus 45 plus 52 plus 65 plus 28 divided by 10, then it will result to 335 divided by 10, which will result to 33.5. As you notice, the true value, okay, the true value present here is equal to the average we got. Meaning to say that our results or our answers, our data has high level of validity. Why? Because when we say validity, it is the level of correctness. Can we say that our average is correct? Yes, it is correct because they both gave the answer or gave the average 33.5. It is equal. However, if you will take a look at our data, the data are too far away from each other. Meaning to say the range of the data are too far away from each other. Meaning to say it has high validity but it has low reliability. The data are not consistent. Okay? They have different set of values that are not consistent. Okay, let us try to elaborate it more. Let's say that we have a given set of data, 63, 64, 63, 64, 63, 64, 64, 63, 63, and 64. Then, the hypothesized true value is 65.5. Can we say that the average of these set of values can come up or can be equal to 65.5? Of course not, because if we compute the average of this set of data, we will come up with the answer of 63.5, which is not equal with the true value. So, what do we mean by that? It is not correct. It has low validity. However, if we look at the values, there is a very small, let's say, very small concentration of range, ranging from 63 to 64 only. Can we say that the scores are close to each other? Yes, meaning to say they have high reliability. However, If the two criterion contrasts with one another, okay, we can say that our answers are incorrect because first and foremost, it is not correct, it has low validity, and at the same time, it is not consistent. Okay? So the ideal, or let's say, the ideal answer or the ideal solution that we are looking for must have high validity and high reliability. Okay? So let's try to have an example. Let's say that the true value given to us is 33.5 again. But this time, the values are as follows: 33, 34, 33, 34, 34, 33, 33, 34, 33, and 34. Now, if we will try to sum up or get the average of this set of scores, we will obtain 33.5, which is equal to the true value, to the given value. Okay? Meaning to say it has high validity, it has high level of correctness. Now, when we look at the range of the given set of data, we can say that they are close to one another because 34 and 33 are close to one another. They are two consecutive numbers. Okay? Meaning to say they have high reliability. So, meaning to say that this set of scores will be known as our correct answers. And these correct answers will serve as our solution to the problem. Okay? So, meaning to say, this will indicate our conclusion. So, another term for solution is conclusion. Okay? So, to recap once more, answers give solution to our existing problem, which can be considered as incorrect. Now, to consider the answer as correct, we have two criteria: the validity and reliability. The validity measures accuracy, whereas it states that there is a level of correctness that mentions truthfulness. Then, reliability pertains to the consistency and preciseness of data. The data are not too far from one another. Okay? So, on the next video presentation, we will now tackle the last term to define research, which is questions.